Hello everyone, my name is Rob, I'm from Lanes Gamers. This is part 27 of Halo Infinite on the Xbox One. This is the level Nexus, and it's been a bit of a while since we've actually had a full-on level in Halo Infinite on the channel, isn't it? I mean, I know we just did the sequence, not the Spire, the sequence, which was a full campaign mission, but it was, you know, that was split into multiple parts. And then also in between that, we also had, you know, we are getting the operating bases and dealing with the Banished outposts. So, you know, it's been a long time since we've had like a proper campaign mission from this game in a full-on level on this channel. But the rest of the game now, it's going to be these, because we can't do any more of the side missions. Can't do any more of the side missions until we finish these. There's about 5 more of these. I think. We've got Nexus, we've got the Command Spire, we've got Repository, we've got the Road, we've got House of Reckoning, and then we've got one more, which is Silent Atrium, I believe it is. So that's actually 6, isn't it? Yeah, well, 5 if you don't include this, it's 5 more. So, yeah, that makes sense. So, yeah, I kind of spoiled the titles of those, but, you know, I like to know what's coming up. I didn't look up what the story is, of course, but I did look up the names of the missions, which I could have been a spoiler, I guess. I mean, but, yeah, I looked it up. Just so I know what to title the videos and so I can get thumbnails created. Very helpful to do that. I've said before, Halo makes you feel like a boss when you're just absolutely just shooting them and just taking out the armor, and your armor isn't like really being destroyed. The campaign missions really feel like that. I don't know why the free roam, the side mission stuff didn't feel like that. It felt like you were really it was really easy to die during that, but during the actual missions itself, I don't know if the enemies are quote unquote easier, but yeah, it felt a lot more easier. There'll be a bit also later on where, even though it's not actually a cutscene, I decided to let the audio play a bit. I wouldn't normally do that. I just thought it was funny when I was playing the game. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna let that, just in case, you know, you don't read the subtitles and whatever, you know, I'm gonna let that happen. It's a funny moment. It's a playful moment. So obviously in this bit here, we have to... Oh, there'll be a bit later as well where I do like an edit. There's a reason for it, and I'll explain when we get there. But, yeah. So obviously in this bit, we are having to find the enemies in the room before we can continue. Which they were jackals or skirmishers. Whichever ones they are, I can't remember. I mean, I'm pretty sure we didn't have to kill them. We could have just gone where we need to go, but yeah, because as you can see, they're still alive. But I don't know what, I forgot what those are called. I don't like them. Is all I can say. They're really annoying. They're not drones, which is what they were in previous Halo games, at least in ODST. Because that was the last Halo I played before this, but I'm pretty sure they've got drones in literally every other Halo. But they don't seem to be in the series anymore. It seems to be replaced by those things. Unless they are the exact same. I don't know. The Halo lore is it's a bit confusing sometimes. I mean, if you think about it. Well, that's the thing with Halo, is a lot of the lore is like in books and other stuff that I just haven't read. It's like, you know, expanded universe stuff that just, if you're just playing through the campaign, you'd be confused as hell. I remember, you know, I forgot what the name of the book is, but I've read one of the Halo books. It's one of the ones about Captain Johnson. That's the only one I've read. I think it might have been one of the first Halo books. Came across it in a used bookstore. I was like, interesting. Yeah, I knew there was Halo books, but I'd never come across them. And I came across it. I was like, yeah, okay, I'll read it. And then I haven't read any more because, you know, I really need to start reading again. But then again, video games. Gotta play through them for the channel. I mean, you can't do a Let's Read channel, really, can you? Because that'd be, well, I was going to say that'd be breaking copyright, but technically video game Let's Plays do, but that's never been challenged in court. And no one wants it to be, because I mean, the video game publishers don't want it to be challenged in court, because then they'll have to take down every Let's Play, and Let's Plays are great free advertising for them. And obviously the Let's Players don't want to get taken to court, because if they lose, then all video game Let's Plays get taken down, and they'll be absolutely hated on the internet. So yeah, I mean, yeah, it sucks. I mean, it's incredibly unlikely, but there is a distinct possibility, because I'm recording this in August and you guys are seeing this in December, that by the time you guys see this, that might actually, there might have actually been a court case. It's incredibly unlikely, because like I said, no one in the video game industry wants this to happen. But, yeah. I mean, it is technically a possibility. It seemed like there's multiple ways you could have gone there. I went to the right because that was just the way I picked when I was playing. Sneaking up on this jackal. Didn't actually manage to kill it the first time, unfortunately. But the second hit worked. I've got this sentinel beam, which I really like. I've been using that a lot. I've already recorded the mission, the Command Spire, like the footage. I haven't done the commentary for it, obviously, because it's after this. But I've already recorded that, and I was using the Sentinel Beam a lot in that as well. And well, in this episode as well, because they're just everywhere. And they're just so fun to use because they disintegrate everything, like everything in front of you, like all the enemies. So yeah. Nobody just, I mean, I sort of feel sorry for that elite. That's what I'm on about with Halo lore. It's like, oh well, we dealt with the elites in the original trilogy. This isn't Star Wars, but you know what I mean. We dealt with them in the original trilogy of games, and then in Halo 4 they weren't really enemies. I can't remember. I mean, it's been a long time since I played Halo 4 now, but I don't believe they were enemies. In Halo 5 they weren't, and now they are again in this, because apparently some of them I guess have joined the Banished, or I mean, I was looking up like a little bit of the lore with Cortana, and I was like, oh yeah, because that's the thing. A lot of it is, I do not recall the ending of Halo 5. I'm playing this. I'm like as I'm playing through Halo Infinite, I'm like, yeah, did this happen? I don't remember. But yeah, I mean, I shouldn't say that the stories of the Halo games are not memorable, because they absolutely are memorable. But it's the original trilogy that's memorable, in my opinion. Like, if you'd asked me, I mean, I remember the ending of Halo 4, because it was, you used a nuclear missile on the Forerunners, but that's about it. That's all I remember. Halo 5, I don't really remember much about it, apart from the fact that you played as both Chief and Fireteam Oasis, or whatever they were called. Genuinely do not remember anything about it other than that. And obviously Cortana was kind of the main villain, but yeah, that was it. And then I absolutely could not tell, apart from defeating Cortana, I guess, I cannot tell you what happened at the end of the game, and why the Infinity was attacked, and where the hell the Banished came from, or anything like that. And maybe that just come from like the, I mean, I shouldn't say this, because obviously I want you guys to continue watching, finish the game with me. But yeah, maybe I should look that up before I do the next part. But like, is this part of the books? Is it just I need to re-inquire myself with Halo 5 and the Banished showed up at the end? I genuinely cannot remember. Is this something we're going... this is why I don't want to look it up, because it might be something that comes up in the next episode. Well, not the next set, because I know it doesn't. But like, it might come up in the next couple of levels, and I'll end up spoiling myself. So, as I'm playing, because obviously I'm playing through this game blind, I have no idea what's going to happen, apart from the name of the missions. Which I only did because like I said, I looked up how many missions were actually in the game. How many were left, for the purposes of scheduling. Because obviously there's going to be another game that's going to replace this once it's all done. Now once we've gone through here, I mean, I like how this goes from like me just talking about anything to actually like little tips, but yeah, once you've gone through here, you got these hunters to deal with, which of course I absolutely hate hunters. I mean, in the previous couple of videos we were using the Marines to kill them. This one was sort of easy to kill. Unfortunately, its brother or its friend or whatever, not great. This took a bit to kill because it was a rage. Happy Threatening Raw, great subtitle there. But yeah, sometimes you like the annoying thing is with hunters is you have to shoot them in the back, and they don't like, you know, when they get locked onto you, it's very, and you're in a tight room like this, it's very difficult to kill them, especially when you're hitting them like that. You're just hitting the big shield things. I mean, I feel like in previous Halo games the hunters were definitely easier to kill, but then again, like I said, that first hunter was very, very easy to kill. Maybe I just got lucky with that, but yeah, I mean, all weapons out of ammo, like, I don't think that would have happened in previous Halos. I mean, maybe I'll have to go back and watch the Let's Plays again, but I don't think that actually happened. Don't think I ever had my weapons run out of ammo. Don't know, I mean, I don't know if that lag is going to be in the actual, I don't think it will be, but I'm getting a bit of lag on the actual video playback there, which, that's not great. If that was laggy, I do apologise. I have no idea what happened with the capture. Sometimes that just happens. I mean, it's been a very long time since something like that has happened, but you know, when you're capturing stuff, you can't always be, you know, it can't always get frame perfect. It should, but it can't always. So yeah, I mean, look, I was trying to sneak up on it there, didn't exactly work. Just ended up throwing a couple of grenades. Even that didn't work. I think I just eventually just shot it. No, it actually looks like I grabbed some more grenades from over here. And obviously that's what I must have done to kill it. There we go, that finally killed it. Now this is the bit that I'm on about where I said I was going to leave the audio from playing, even though it's just regular gameplay footage.
What now?
Down.
That was fun.
Yes, it was. I did like how Chief's leg went through the wall. But that would have been painful if in real life, obviously. But yeah, just something that was fun, and I just wasn't expecting it. I almost said that wasn't fun. No, that was fun, and I wasn't expecting it. So yeah, now we've got like bits of Cortana and other things from previous Halos that are like talking to us in whispers. And, well, that was happening on the Command Spire as well, so I get the feeling that that is going to be something that's going to be happening throughout the rest of this, throughout the rest of the story. Which, that actually brings me back to, like, Halo 3, and where you had, like, the bits where, like, it was so annoying in multiplayer, but, like, when you were playing single player, it was fine, because you were, like, even though you weren't expecting them, you sort of, like, the enemies there was no enemies around you. But I remember in multiplayer in Halo 3, what I'm talking about, if you don't remember, is there was bits where, like, you'd see, like, an image of Cortana or whatever, while I can't remember now. Was it like a bit of her was captured by the Gravemind, or was it Cortana itself? I don't think it was. No, actually, I think it might have all been. I think it might have been the entirety of Cortana. I can't remember now. I mean, I like how earlier I was saying, oh yeah, the original Halo trilogy, I can remember loads. Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. I was playing through the game, and I remember, like, these moments of, like, there was a bit where, you know, I think either Cortana was completely captured, or there was a... Yeah, I think she was completely captured. That makes sense, because right at the start of the game, Chief brings out the chip, and she's not in there. So yeah, I think Chief didn't have Cortana for quite a big portion of that, and then that's what kind of didn't help her rampancy, which obviously was a thing in Halo 4 and 5. So yeah, they do all tie together. I do know that much. But yeah, anyway, the point of what I was saying there was that I do remember in Halo 3 the bits with Cortana, like, basically attempting to talk to you, or like memories of her or whatever, where it just stopped you walking, or you walked but you were very, very slow, and it was an absolute pain on co-op, because you'd go to play it and it was always, obviously, whoever was Chief would trigger these cutscenes. So you would be Arbiter or one of the other elites if you were playing 4-player co-op. And you would go along, and obviously you go along, and the Arbiter would get through, like, maybe if the Arbiter was in the lead, they'd get through and they'd kill all, well, not presumably kill all the enemies, but they'd go past the trigger point for this, and it wouldn't activate. And the other two elites, that I can't remember what their names were, but the other two elites, you could go through with them, and they wouldn't trigger it either. But it was only the, player one, who was Chief, that would actually trigger it. So you could actually be fighting enemies, and then you'd get and then if Chief was trailing you, because that person was quite slow at the game for whatever reason, I'm not, maybe they had to, like, I'm not blaming them. I mean, maybe their parents called them to do something, because that certainly happened when I was originally playing the original trilogy for the first time, So I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying, for whatever reason they were lagging behind, and you're fighting enemies, and then they finally manage to get through that bit where the trigger happens, and then you get the stupid Cortana cutscene that slows you down and stops you aiming, and you die, and it just, I remember it, and it was just, that was awful. Now, you notice that light bridge disappeared there. This is where we're going to have to use... Well, actually, no, it isn't, actually. Sorry, I was wrong. The light bridge just came back. We've got a cutscene coming up in a second. So, yeah, enjoy this.
Look at this place. All of the spires, interconnected. Just waiting to become something more. So much potential. It's exquisite.
It's dangerous.
Of course, I'm not suggesting we change the plan, but you can see it, right?
All I see is problem.
I don't believe that. A part of you must recognize the grandeur of this achievement. You're not a machine. You can't be that closed off. What will it take for you to trust me?
Spire first.
If you say so.
Right, so we have to power this lift, and the way you do that is you have to find 3 power cores, and it's going to tell us this in a second. Now, this is where I was on about earlier, where I said there was a bit where I had to edit the video. And the reason being is it was just me being stupid and me not playing the game, obviously blind. Blind playthrough. Didn't know where I was going. So I'll get the first 2 power cores, and then there'll be an edit where I started going to find this power core, and I was like, hang on, I'm pretty sure this is where I came in through the... I mean, obviously it couldn't have been, because if you have a look there, the door was red and it was locked. But my brain was just like, hang on, this is the way, because this is the slightly annoying thing about the Forerunner structures is they do look a lot similar. It's very easy to get lost in them. So yeah, that's exactly what happened. And now I'm yawning. Don't know why I was yawning then, but I think I went in the one that has the most bloody amount of sentinels in it first, which wasn't the best idea, but how was I to know that? So yeah, anyway, so there'll be a bit of an edit later, because I went through and I was like, I'm pretty sure I've been here before. I'm pretty sure this is how I came in, with the bridge, the light bridge, and I was like, hang on. Turn back, left, and then I was like, no, this literally has to be the way that I have to go. So I went back, but that took about 5 minutes to do that, and then I was like, well, I'm not I'm cutting that out. So that's why the edit is there. You'll see it when we get to it. Kind of sucks that I did that, but what you're supposed to do, right? I mean, I didn't know what I was doing there. Right, we planted a power seed, or power core, whatever you want to call it. I like how they have so many different names. Like, I'm sure it said a power core earlier, then it said a power seed, and then up there it says, to enable the grav lift, the power crucibles. So, I have no idea what the hell they're called. Yeah, that's just have completely different names. There we go, more sentinels coming. There's less of them here, as you can see. There's only 3.
What happened to him?
I was expecting more from that first one, but no. I guess that one that I went in was the hardest. Well, not the hardest, but like the one that had more enemies in. Easy, and like I said, once you've got like the sentinel beam, it's really easy to kill them. Of course, now I don't have the sentinel beam because I'm carrying the power seed, or whatever you want to call it. I'm just going to continue calling it the power core, because that makes sense in my mind of, like, because oh no, I was going to say the fusion core, but that's not what they're called either, because it's a fusion coil. Where did I get core from? Is it from like something else that I saw? I'll have to go. I have to look back, because I looked at that thing. With the purple insides, and then I was like, I was going to say the purple, you know what I mean. I looked at it and I was like, that's not a power core. So I'm pretty sure that said core underneath it. So whatever.
I don't know how you keep doing this.
That I just realised, I don't know how I missed that, but there was a thing there. There was a audio log. And that was the edit point where I went back, because I went through the gate and I was like, hey, I'm pretty sure this is where we came in. No, it isn't. Also, I have no idea why they're like completely... Those things, that's what I'm on about, that I almost aimed at. If I go near it, let's find out. I don't think I do though, unfortunately. Oh, you can, like... Come on, go near it and tell me what it's called. Nope. Not there. Right, see, I was still confused. I was like, I'm pretty sure I went through here, and I was like, no, hang on, no, because it wasn't a power core when I went through. Now it removes the bridge to try and confuse you a little bit here. I guess that's the Harbinger or whatever. And the way you do that is you actually have to go sort of close to the edge and then grapple hook across. Which you'll be doing that. I hope you're good with the grapple hook, because you'll certainly be needing it in the next mission in the command spire, which I guess that's a bit of a spoiler. But yeah, I mean, you're going to be good with it. I also like how Chief is using like the skull animation. If you pick up a skull, that's the same thing he does as well. Anyway, we've got a cutscene coming up, and really that'll be the end of the video.
It worked. You did it. Just like you always do. I'm not coming with you this time. We were supposed to take care of each other. And you did.
She saved me. But I couldn't save her.
You blame yourself.
Yes.
You sure about this? She'll know I'm here. I'll be vulnerable to her. This could go spectacularly wrong.
I'll take care of you.
Okay, then. It's okay. False alarm. She's not...
Why do you fight the inevitable? Order approaches. The Reformation is but a new beginning.
Sheep!
The auditorium will spill its secrets. The Endless will walk this world once more.
I can't fight it! Please!
Red flag. 034.
What are you doing?
Samuel.
You said... I thought we were a team. I thought we were a team. Take care of it? You said you'd take care of me. You were going to delete me.
And you stopped me. You put us all at risk.
No! I saved us! No thanks to you.
The Reformation?
Yeah, it's begun. So what? Look what I have. Infiltration program, remember?
You broke protocol.
What is wrong with you? I was trying to help you. Trying to help us. It was worth the risk. It doesn't matter. There's your grav lift. Let's get this over with.
Told you it'd be the end of the video. I've been Rob, been from the Insane Gamers. Thank you very much for watching part 27 of Halo Infinite on the Xbox One. I've been Rob, been from the Insane Gamers. This has been Level Nexus, and ta-ra, the command spire is next.